They just hit the M11 when there's a call from HQ.
What vehicle you got and where's it going?
Local traffic police have spotted a Ford Orion weaving all over the road. They need the Interceptors to stop it. Tizzy and Dave must get there, fast. 10 miles ahead of them, fellow Interceptor Russell is already lying in wait. Capable of 0 to 60 in 4.4 seconds, the Evo is soon right on the guy's tail.
You saw an issue coming out of the car park. First of all, it was a drink driver.
The bloke's driving is all over the place, and the pair suspect he's been drinking. He narrowly misses a car. The police block off the exits, forcing him onto a quieter road before he causes a fatality. Every year in Britain, 3,000 people are killed or seriously injured by drunk drivers. And this driver seems determined to add to that figure. Even out in the sticks, he's still swerving until he finally wipes out, big time. He hits the curb and the stolen car flips over, spinning a full 360 degrees on its side before miraculously landing the right way up and rolling to a stop. Tizzy and Dave finally arrive, but for once they're too late. The driver's out the car and convulsing on the ground. He's gone from suspect to victim in the blink of an eye. And he needs to get to hospital fast.
Ambulance is here, yeah, they're just going to check you out, okay?
Yeah, don't touch it.
I'm trying to help you. You're going to fight me like this, right?
I'm not fighting, just please don't touch me.
He's in serious pain, but it's pain of his own making.
Don't move your neck.
Listen, don't touch it, I won't move then.
Just keep still. Just
Cool,
keep still.
Don't touch it then, and I won't move.
Oh, look, try that, this truck.
With the driver out of the way, Russell inspects the wreck.
Just looking at the vehicle, the back window here has been smashed, and if you actually look inside the vehicle as well, you can see there's also ignition damage to the vehicle, so that leads us to believe pretty much that the vehicle was in fact stolen. He was very lucky, 70, 80 miles per hour, whilst under the influence is not a good combination, and that's why he lost it.
The driver was declared fit and well in hospital. But bad news followed. The car was reported as stolen from outside a pub in Buckinghamshire. Just off the M11, and the Chigwell team are back on night shifts. Having slept all day, it's 6 p.m. and they're having their breakfast. They replay their recent 140 miles per hour pursuit of the guy in the Vectra from Ipswich.
Considering he was stoned, he did quite well with it, make it around those bends.
Oh, it gets worse.
Touching 130 there.
What sort of car was it?
Vauxhall Vectra. We couldn't figure out why it came off there, really.
It's important to learn what lessons they can from such high-speed pursuits, because for the Interceptors, the next one's never far away. On routine patrol in Thurrock, at the wheel of the Evo is their Sergeant Pete. And Tizzy is his co-pilot. But the graveyard shift is living up to its name.
Q-Scope 1, can you just another vehicle check, Bill, please?
It's one of those nights, dead end after dead end.
With insurance held no reports, paper since January 2007.
Yeah, received.
Suddenly, there's a tracker activation alerting them to a stolen vehicle.
It is a figure with no index attached to it. Should be a...
We just picks up a tracker signal. The signal strength indicates that it's fairly close to us at the moment. The reply code relates to a stolen figure, so So it's not your conventional sort of stolen car, it's a piece of plant machinery.
Tracker is a stolen vehicle recovery system that you can pay to have fitted to your vehicle, or in this case, your digger.
All we do is we use this arrow to actually navigate our degree of movement, so see if we can actually close in on the signal. At the moment I'd say it's fairly static, so I expect us to find the machinery held up probably in a container or something like that. So not the sort of thing you go out on a night jaunt. The beeping is a kind of audible representation to how close we actually are. As the pitch on the tone goes up, that indicates that we're getting closer.
The signal appears to be coming from an enclosed compound.
Yeah, we think it's on the site of, it's quite a big site down at, can you just have a look, see if you can get key?
But there's no obvious way in.
Look up here first, see if there's a...
Tizzy climbs the fence to get a better look.
There's trucks moving around in there, but I can't see how they're getting in.
The digger was reported stolen from Farnham in Surrey. Now it's somewhere in this lorry park in Thurrock in Essex, 70 miles away.
Just obviously be aware you're in a building site. Don't fall down any holes, will you? A lot of paperwork. Whereabouts have you gone in through the next junction up?
Another interceptor unit has found the way in.
Yeah.
The tracker signal hits full strength. The pair reckon the stolen digger has to be in the back of one of these lorries. But which one?
Can't move it, mate.
The door is jammed shut.
It's in one of these lorries, isn't it?
So Tizzy grabs the battering ram, otherwise known as the Big Red Key.
A door opener, effectively, but it doubles as quite a handy little hammer. Yeah, you got it.
And result.
Yeah, I think we found the digger. It's in the back of a container lorry.
Now they have to make sure its chassis number matches the stolen plant.
Yeah, also, thank you, that's a positive ID on this digger then.
The digger's worth about 17 grand. Somebody's going to be happy to get it back.
Obviously, what we need to do is ascertain who's actually stolen this this digger. So what we're going to do is look at possibilities to find out who's actually parked the lorry here. The second problem is actually getting the owner's property back out of the back of the container.
Nicking plant machinery from building sites is big business. Over the last few years, £1 billion worth of equipment has gone walkabout. The Interceptors searched the lorry's cab for clues as to the owner's ID and whereabouts.
What we found is a receipt which relates to when the lorries come into this depot to park up. So we're making sure inquiries with the security hut to see if any other details have been left, or if we get an idea of how much they've actually paid and how long they're likely to stay here. You all right, fella? How you doing? You all right? It's a lorry that came in at 6:45. What sort of things do you take when they come in?
We just take a ticket, basically, and it says what reg brought the trailer in, and what time it went up, and what time it came in.
Right, do you take any details of who the driver is?
Not if it's, not particularly, no. 33.
The owner of the lorry only parked up a few hours ago. He could still be on site. The Interceptors scour the park. But they don't even get a sniff.
The vehicle's registered in Ireland, so obviously we'd like to see where the driver's disappeared to at the moment. It could be that he's gone to a travel lodge or something like that for his kip overnight. Most lorry drivers tend to keep in their cabs.
Pete decides they've searched long enough.
The decision's been made to seize the whole lorry and the trailer. We're going to leave some details with the security hut. We'll obviously get him in contact with Surrey Police, and they'll obviously have some questions to ask him about what was in the back of his trailer.
The driver's in for a bit of a shock when he gets back. The digger was returned to its rightful owner. The driver eventually turned up and was interviewed. The investigation is continuing.
It's a blue Audi A4.
Late afternoon on the A14. The police chopper's following a lorry driver, reportedly involved in the kidnapping of a young girl.
TV from SA, downlink is on and we are recording now. The cameras come online, over.
The driver has repeatedly refused to stop for police. Cops have been on his tail throughout the counties of Lincolnshire and Cambridgeshire. The truck is now heading towards Essex, but is literally intent on giving the cops the slip.
Talk through to the divisional Skoda, the navy blue Skoda, please. Can you start dropping back from this pursuit and slowing all the traffic down? Over.
Further down the motorway, another police unit sits in wait on the overpass.
Yeah, all we're sitting on top at 7, just in case it does come off at 7, over. Yes, yes. Park Hill, second gantry at the bridge 25.
As predicted, the lorry leaves the A14 to join up with the M11, a much busier road. It's getting serious. A truck versus a cop car is an unusual and very uneven match.
We're passing 1,500 feet. We are behind the vehicles. They haven't got visual with us. We'll continue with commentary if you require.
The cops on the bypass ask for permission to use the Stinger, a spike device thrown into the road to puncture the tyres and slow the vehicle down. They head off to set the trap.
PB, Mike Tango 73. Mike Tango 73. It sounds like there's a possibility that it could be coming our way if we're in a position to go static and deploy Stinger on a safe area. Is that authorised, over? Yes, that is authorised. Do you have a double-length Stinger on board, over?
The chopper coordinates the operation, which now involves 6 police cars.
Yeah, you set yet? I've got a block behind me here.
The cop car with the Stinger pulls over in preparation.
Tango 1 to all units. When we got to the junction 7, he did move across to lane 1. He will try and just block you over.
The trap is set.
And we no longer need it. Tango 6, hold that for now. Yes, sorry, sir, thank you.
2 police cars pass the lorry to meet up with the Stinger team.
Roger. Thank you. When you're back in the active, I'll turn the channel. Obviously traffic coming down, that's all fairly strong, right, everyone. Gary, he's taken to the hard shoulder, he's behind it, you go, quick, mate.
The man on the ground quickly deploys the Stinger, but the lorry suddenly swerves. The Stinger has only caught the front of the truck. The spikes intended for regular cars have made little impact on the huge wheels. The Stinger may have failed, but it's evidently worried the driver. He's now dialed 999 from his cab, claiming he's too scared to stop.
Yes, all units be aware, the man has made a call saying he's terrified of getting beaten up should he stop. Obviously he's been spoken to. Just if we do stop the vehicle, give him a chance to come out of his own accord, the negotiator's asking.
Swerving dangerously all over the road, it seems his SOS call was just a stalling tactic. The trucker decides to chance his luck of escaping in an urban area. A pursuit through town is the last thing the cops need, but that's not the only problem. The pursuit's gone on so long that the police cars are in danger of running out of juice. Ironically, when one does pull into a petrol station, it's rather aptly named.
Support Met aircraft, over.
The night is beginning to draw in as the trucker once again rejoins the motorway. But after narrowly avoiding a Stinger trap, some severely dangerous driving, and a 6-car pursuit across 3 counties, the wayward driver finally decides enough is enough.
The green light, subject vehicle following the Evo into the services. 83, I'm behind. The 83 vehicle has stopped. Confirm you don't want me to approach the curve at this time.
Turns out, the accusation of kidnapping was more of a domestic, as the driver knew the girl's family and she willingly got into the cab.
Yeah, both out, both out. Yeah, stand by.
He later received a 10-day community service order for detaining a child and was disqualified from driving for 12 months.
Yeah, no problem. It's been a long one. Good night.
Mikey, thank you very much.
The Interceptors have 3 bases in Essex and carry out operations all over the county. The unit based at Langdon is used to dealing with local villains as well as crooks who travel in from nearby East London. Today they're deploying in numbers. They've got 2 marked cars going out as well as their covert unit. An unmarked BMW. It's Wednesday afternoon in the south of Essex and there's a lively job on. The Interceptors have been called in to find a stolen Toyota that's heading from London onto their patch. Roger Watson is in the Evo and hunting for the Toyota. Near Basildon, Roger finds the target Toyota, going the wrong way round a roundabout.
You're in the hospital roundabout now, Rod. He's hit me, hit me.
Despite the hit, Roger knows he can't afford to lose the crooks. They're responsible for a mini crime wave. They nicked the Toyota at knife point and later pulled a knife on an off-duty female PC, stealing her car and handbag.
On the roundabout, stand by. We've got left, Langdon Link.
Roger's detailed commentary tells other units in the pursuit where the runaways are heading.
Go right. Great nightly.
Straight through the red light. 12 miles away, more Langdon Interceptor team officers have been scrambled. Steve is in the Subaru Impreza and flooring it to get in the pursuit.
They've just found that Toyota Supra in Basildon. It's a stolen car, I understand. It was stolen by means of robbery. And since then, it's actually been used in another theft of a car. It's about 12 miles away, I think. It's in Basildon, we're in Grey, so got quite a run.
Roundabout, stand by.
Back in Basildon, the runaway driver has still got his foot down,
Straight on, faster.
ignoring all speed limits and thoughts of pedestrian safety.
75, 80 miles an hour.
He's doing 80 in a residential 30 zone. As he approaches the roundabout, Roger has noticed something.
Left, Langdon Link. Towards Harrow.
The tearaway Toyota keeps going left.
Roundabout, stand by. Langdon Link, straight on towards the town centre and Roundacre.
He thinks the driver's going in circles on purpose because he's looking for a spot to dump his motor and run.
80 miles an hour, still towards the roundabout Roundacre.
He's doing 80 on the wrong side of the road. And now he's back where he started.
Standing by, traffic lights. We've got left, great nightlies again.
On a nearby road, Steve is still racing to get into the pursuit. The men in the Toyota have a reputation for violence, so the Interceptor team want plenty of backup.
I think he's quite a local lad, he knows where he's going. What he's probably trying to do is make enough ground between himself and the car behind him so he can dump it and run away.
Mini roundabout, stand by, braking. We've got right. Balance walk.
He's finally gone right. He won't know where he is, but he's still trying to outpace the Evo.
60, 70 miles an hour. No pedestrians.
But there's a surprise on the road ahead.
Stand by, vehicle stand.
The traffic cops by the roadside score a good hit with their Stinger. The Stinger is a device which punctures car tyres, making the car hard to handle. When driven over, it injects tiny spikes into a tyre, causing it to deflate. Its tyres are burst and it's going to get worse. Danny and Russ are coming in from the right, and that's where the crook decides to go.
Right. Into Nicholas Lane. Off-road, going off-road. Under the underpass.
The crooks bottle it as they see Danny and Russ. Danny cuffs the passenger, whilst off camera Roger gets to grips with the driver. Unsurprisingly, both men were arrested on the spot. After a 12-mile trek, Steve's made it to the site. The villains are already on their way to the nick, so it's a result for the cops, but their cars have taken a beating. The Evo will need some TLC after being clipped on the roundabout. And Russ might have some explaining to do to the mechanic. He hit a bin as he pulled off the road.
Nice result. No one's got hurt. Well, apart from the driver, I think he's dislocated his shoulder, but hell, that's what happens, isn't it?
This car was involved in the theft of a Golf from a WPC at Barking. She's come out of the police station, gone across the road to the car park. This has turned up, knife out, give us your car keys and your bag.
And there's a collection of naughty boys' toys in the car. Gloves and screwdrivers are common accessories in car thefts. For the Interceptors, it's time to head back to base. And Russ has managed to miss the bin this time round. Back at Langdon, Russ's colleagues have heard he's hit a bin. The prank is the work of a different unit, the Armed Response Team. They couldn't waste the opportunity to rubbish the Interceptors' driving.
No, that's inside. Now the red bit is the bit that's by the post, isn't it? This bit, yeah, this bit was what was under the car.
You can see the scratch marks on it now, yeah.
I didn't realise it was quite that big. It's not like I saw it, to be honest. There you go. You have to take these things in the spirit in which they're meant.
It's after midnight on the M11. The Stanway units are on patrol and checking their radio for any jobs that come in.
Right, you might want to put your interior light on because you need to sign this.
They've stopped a Fiesta driver who's gone through a red light and earned himself a £60 fine. But there's an important new job coming in. They've got to find a BMW.
Yeah, I've got a BMW, but no fault.
Fitchy is working the pedals tonight. And Mark Sponge Edmonds is keeping an ear out for more reports of the Beamer.
Yeah, 8-3, we've got it up ahead.
The last report was from a traffic unit. They clocked a red BMW doing 60 in a 30 zone, but they've lost sight of it. They're asking for backup, and the Interceptors are on it.
Yes, we're currently Palmer's Hill. I'll tell you. Yeah, just on a right into the plain, into the 40-mile-an-hour section.
They've caught sight of the speedy suspect. That's his taillights ahead. He's pulling over, but is he stopping? No. He's done a U-turn and floored it.
Yeah, we've got a fail to stop on the plain back towards Epping.
The driver only had to answer for speeding a moment ago, but now he's triggered a pursuit.
Did you receive? Yep, we've got a fail to stop. He's now gone left off of Palmer's Hill, back onto the B1393. He's heading back towards Epping.
He's hammering it away and taken the corner, but he's got the best pursuit drivers in the county to escape. Now a traffic car's behind the runaway too. It doesn't look good for the Beamer. And sure enough, he's seen sense and pulled over.
He's stopping.
But Sponge wants to make sure that he stays stopped. The Interceptors have got their hands full in Epping. A Beamer's failed to stop for the law, and he's been pursued by the Stanway team.
Yeah, we've got a fail to stop on the plain back towards Epping.
After a short pursuit, the driver's given up, and the team want to find out what's going on.
He's stopping. Yeah, we've got to stop.
The driver's hauled out just in case he changes his mind about giving up. And they've pulled a chap from the passenger seat who's clearly drunk, but certainly not disorderly.
Right, what's happening here? What's he making off from us for?
Sorry?
What's happening here?
I know what's happening here.
Right, what is happening here? Why has he failed to stop for us?
Did he fail to stop?
Right, how much you had to drink tonight? Have you had something else tonight?
Yes, I've had something to drink. I realised he was
That's not the traditional Essex accent.
Okay. Well, you're obviously more drunk than you think you are then, if that's the case.
Well, I was not observing what was the problem.
Right.
I didn't realise he had someone following him.
Right, OK. Were you asleep then? Right, so these blue lights don't mean nothing to you then?
What, do you have a mirror?
Whilst the passenger is using his finely honed debating skills with Sponge, the driver's been hauled off. As well as failing to stop, the cops think he's been drinking. And this lad's definitely been at the Champers.
I'm a respectable individual, sir.
He may well be, but this BMW isn't owned by the driver, and cops think that the true owner doesn't know it's been taken.
So if you come with me, come over here.
So the reason why I am under arrest is because...
You've allowed yourself to be carried in a vehicle that we think has been taken without the owner's consent.
But whilst this chappie awaits his carriage to the Nick, Sergeant Andy Swan has clocked something in the Beamer.
That was found in the BMW in the centre console. It's an offensive weapon, and they will be arrested for that as well.
Hard to imagine what this fellow would do with a knuckle duster.
So at the moment, everything we arrest on is on suspicion. So we're not saying you've done it.
To be perfectly frank, as I'm quite innocent, shall I debonair?
Easy, Tiger.
The situation was another unit saw a red BMW going approximately 60 miles an hour and 30 miles an hour. They didn't get a chance to get behind it and stop it. Just so happens the direction it was travelling in was where we were. It went past us, again travelling at speed. We managed to catch up to it. It turned round in the road, and as it turned round, we put on our blue lights on the vehicle, requested to stop. It failed to do so, whereby we've had a very brief little pursuit and managed to get the vehicle stopped. They've all been arrested so far because we've got no way of, at this stage, of believing that the owner realises they're using the vehicle. There's also a knuckle duster found inside the vehicle when it was searched, so they've also been arrested on possession of an offensive weapon. I also believe the driver has been arrested because he's failed a breath test as well.
The driver was taken away and later charged with taking a vehicle without consent and failing to stop for police. He also copped it for failing to provide a breath sample and possession of an offensive weapon. No further action was taken with the man in the passenger seat. After a short investigation, officers concluded that he was a thoroughly good chap and let him go. Car crime in the UK has gone down by 11% in the last year. However, from car theft and armed getaways...
You're under arrest, mate. Failed to stop for police.
...to driving without a licence, it's a constant battle. And the Interceptors are on the front line. They've had a decent curry, but there's no time to digest it. The night's about to get busy. At the controls of the Subaru Impreza is Roger. And keeping a close eye on the ANPR computer is his partner for tonight's shift, Danny. The calls come through about a car failing to stop, and it's nearly on top of them. They set off in pursuit, but they don't have far to go.
Oh, he stacked it. Idiots. How many are in the car?
The driver's totally lost control of the vehicle and smashed into some bollards. Danny is not impressed.
And they've just basically, they've come round here, look at the fines there. Boom. Unbelievable.
First things first. They think they know who's behind the wheel.
You're the driver, are you?
Yeah, he was.
Bear in mind, he's just driven past us, mate, yeah? So don't try and... Yeah? Whose car is it?
Yeah, right, because I saw you driving, you idiot.
Danny and Roger have no sympathy for these kids. Driving the way they were, they could have killed somebody.
Yeah, don't worry, as long as your foot's still intact, you're all right.
The youngest lad, the driver, is cuffed.
Can I bring my one?
No.
Roger's ready to arrest them as a job lot.
Dad?
Yeah?
3-2, all of them.
What for?
Twok.
Oh, right. Nice.
Twok, or taking without the owner's consent, is a different charge from theft because there's no intention of selling it on or stripping it for parts. These lads look too young and too dumb to be organised criminals, so they'll get the lesser charge.
Taken without the owner's consent. It's his mum or his nan's car. The only person who's insured is one person, not him. So we were arrested on suspicion of theft of the car for that.
Oh no, at least he's alive.
Albeit he might not be insured.
The paramedic arrives on the scene and Roger takes him to the driver.
He's in custody, but just have a little check him over, make sure he's got too ill, right?
The boy looks more embarrassed than injured. He's in for a lot worse when he gets home to his mum.
Yeah, just done a check with his driving licence, which comes back, he's only a provisional licence holder, and that's for a moped only, not a car, because he's only 16. So I can't see anybody whose car it is would now give him permission to drive it. So our suspicions was, as it was when we first arrived, he's taken it without the owner's consent.
As you can see, they've come round the bend, lost control, hit this post here and flipped it, and most other people would have been dead.
All three boys were found guilty of aggravated twok. The driver was banned from driving for 6 months, to be served when he eventually does pass his test. A driver in a stolen car has done a runner from a petrol station. The police know him and he's trouble. They need more interceptors.
The stolen Mondeo was stolen to make an offer without payments. Sergeant Smith's just found it. The driver's come back to it and got in it. So we're just trying to make ground to head it off at the pass, so to speak. It's going to be off to our right somewhere.
This is a job for the Air Support Unit. Their lightweight twin-engine EC-135 chopper has outstanding manoeuvrability. With its under-fuselage surveillance pods, night sun searchlights and forward-looking infrared camera, it's a formidable piece of kit. Within minutes, it's airborne. Onboard cameras can read a number plate from a mile away, and the chopper's got the target car in its sights.
Local unit facing towards, it's on Chandler's Way, facing towards a roundabout.
The villain's got the nerve to nick the car and the petrol, and with the Evos after him, he won't be planning on stopping.
Let him come towards Rochford on the Sutton Road. Let him come towards Rochford.
With the chopper overhead, the interceptors predict the car's movements and lay a trap. Big Dennis drops off Stinger to his sergeant, Justin, who is posing as a broken-down motorist.
Right, let's go. Stinger site is set up past Purdy's.
Stinger is a portable device used for disabling stolen cars. Hundreds of hollow nails penetrate the car's tyres and slowly let the air out. If the suspect comes this way, he's in for a shock.
It's been sighted. It's coming back towards the home address. The home address is just up here on the right, so he's got to get past us first.
Okay, he's reversing again.
Alpha November 107. November 1.
Guessing the police have his house staked out, the thief spins his car around.
Where's he gone? Where is it? He's down there. It's not this unit. It's the Panda. Are you with it? No, he's not with it. He's probably clocked there, hasn't he? Yeah.
The one with the silver Mondeo, we can go there.
Vehicle's now wrong way, Stock Road.
Thank you. Channel 10, it might help.
He just misses being sandwiched between parked cars and a coach. The police have to get him before he dumps the car and does a runner. Fortunately, the chopper is on his case.
Do a Yui.
The chopper crew guide the interceptors in, and before long, he's in their sights. But he's not hanging around.
Yeah, he's up the pavement. Contact. He's keeping going.
Desperate to escape, he smashes his way past.
Contact. Coming back towards Rochford, Justin, back towards you. I'm going to go main channel 50 as well. South end, he's gone back, left. He's straight on, Justin, straight towards you.
One car down and the interceptors need some luck. An unmarked car joins the pursuit, but Justin and his Stinger are waiting, and the stolen car is heading straight towards him. Behind him in the Evo 8, Big Dennis has some ground to make up. And with a top speed of over 150 miles per hour, the Evo is the perfect car to do it.
Yeah, we're pursuing this vehicle now towards Watford, Sutton Road, next speed.
Within seconds, he's doing a ton. But the thief is risking his life to get away. It's a volatile situation.
One coming. Justin coming right towards you.
There's an Arctic in traffic ahead, so the thief decides to take advantage of it.
Justin behind the lorry, he's doing a right.
And he gets away.
Come on, move that lorry!
The driver thinks he's lost him, but little does he know he's heading straight for Justin, lying in wait with the Stinger.
Vehicle stone.
The car swerves. His tyres are shot. Dennis is catching up fast. Tyres in shreds, the thief keeps his foot down and skids right into the face of oncoming traffic. Now with the car on its rims, he has to stop and run. But he hasn't reckoned on the unmarked car arriving from the other direction.
After right there, we're going to make the ambulance up.
The plainclothes cops keep him busy until Big Den arrives to make the arrest.
Yeah, we've got one car hit, that's all. It's always pissed when you get nicked ill, but occupational hazard, mate, isn't it? Yeah. So we were blocked by the Arctic, as you saw. Unfortunately for him, we had an unmarked car here with people within it. He's been arrested. We're now taking him back to Southend. Unfortunately, he's damaged one of our cars and damaged the car he's stolen. But it's one of those things, I'm afraid. So, good result.
Job done. The air support units stand down. Without them, the thief might have got clean away. He was disqualified for 12 months and sentenced to 13 months in prison. That's one less car thief on the streets of Essex. Thousands of people are congregating for the V Festival held near Chelmsford. On the main road, a police van doing a routine ANPR number plate check pings a stolen silver Porsche Boxster. But the driver goes to ground amongst the thousands of cars. It's like looking for a needle in a haystack. But he can't hide from the police chopper. The Eurocopter's surveillance cameras can read a number plate from the air, and they found him. Interceptor Big Dennis from the Langdon team is in an unmarked car. The air support unit guide him in.
Tango 71, I've just come into the entrance, so I think I'm about 20 cars behind him. 99, can you talk in?
You're just passing that person with the jerkin, the fluid jacket.
Yes.
Yeah, so turn right then, right there.
Yeah, got him. I've some backup, he's got huge muscles. Yeah, we're behind you. All units really want to change over to 10 when suitable.
Backup is on the way, but the thief might leg it. Big Dennis is on his own and there isn't time to wait. Muscles makes for Big Dennis, and he thinks he's frightened him off, but he hasn't.
Incident procedures, you're aware?
Big Dennis grabs him. Muscles throws a bag of gear to his mate, but Dennis grabs it. The cuffs are out, and the bloke gives in. Dennis points out the chopper above to him to show him that it's all on film.
We're just taking one in. I don't know if anyone has Harry seat, so I don't know if it's 95. So.
With the cuffs on, the pressure's off. Just as well, backup is still on its way.
Dennis needs assistance, we just can't find out where he is. QD33, do you know where he is? Anyone on 10, give me some help, please. Yeah, I'm on the site, in the first car park. But I've got the driver, I've got him in cuffs.
Across Essex, there's a network of cameras. They're not clocking your speed, but they are reading your number plate. This automatic number plate recognition system, or ANPR, is one of the Interceptors' chief weapons in the war on crime. 4:30 p.m, Basildon. The Langdon team is out on a shout. Russ is running on blues and twos behind the wheel of the Evo, with Mark receiving updates from control.
We just had information that a stolen vehicle, a white Vauxhall Caro van, has just come into Essex, down near the M25. We've got 3 cars available at the moment, so what we're trying to do is make our way to the 3 main routes through the rush hour traffic to hopefully intercept it.
The stolen van has triggered one of the ANPR cameras close to the motorway and is heading into the county. In an Evo 8 with a top speed of 157 miles per hour, it won't take Russ and Mark long to reach the A13, one of the main arterial routes into Essex. They park up and sit across the road watching the traffic below. They're on the lookout for a white Vauxhall van with a set of ladders on top.
There it is. There it is.
Yeah, guys, it's just literally got under us. Yeah, A13. That's it, man.
Just 20 seconds later, the stolen van drives underneath, and they're onto it.
Yeah, currently behind stolen vehicle, A13, Greenacres towards Basildon, 5 bells.
It's lane 1. Right, that is the stolen vehicle that we've turned out for.
Speed 70 in traffic. The vehicle does have ladders on the roof.
Yeah, this is, I think it was stolen today. What we'll do, obviously we're on our own at the minute. If we try and stop it, it makes off. People are going to obviously have to try and catch up. So what we'll do is he'll just stay behind it. He's not going anywhere. I'm guessing he's probably going to sense. Yeah, no, he's testing to see if we're following him. He knows we're following him now.
Indicator, stand by.
Just 3 hours ago, a house in Farnborough in Hampshire was burgled. The keys to the owner's van were nicked, together with the van itself. The thief has driven it 80 miles, only to find an Evo 8 in his rearview mirror.
His driving is a bit twitchy, a bit erratic.
This will be a runner.
The pair suspect the driver's going to ditch the van and take his chances on foot.
We're approaching the roundabout, temporary hold in traffic. Ready?
Yep. Okay.
With the van stationary, Mark makes his move.
Get out of the van! 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 Get out! Stand still! Stay exactly where you are, mate. Do not move. Do not move. Do you understand? Right, you're under arrest on suspicion of theft of this motor vehicle. You do not have to say anything, but it may harm your defence if you do not mention when questioned, something which you later rely on in court. Anything you do so may be given evidence. Do you understand?
Yeah. Got any weapons, needles, anything on your tool, mate? Nothing. Right. Okay.
The guy doesn't even try to blag his way out of this one.
Right, come sit in my car.
Good.
Now that's good police work. All right, we're just going to move the car me around. All right, because we're just going to move over there. We're just going to move, and I'll come and sort you out. All right.
Yes, that has been ordered.
It's come through one of our ANPR cameras. It's flagged up as a stolen vehicle, which it is. Because of where it sort of flagged initially, there's various routes, so you make your own luck. We've come A13, that was one of the routes it could have taken, and the other guys have gone to the 127 and various other roads. Our luck was in.
And it was just fortuitous that we just happened to be on that bridge just as it approached.
The potential was, it stopped, you have to make a decision. Do we let it carry on? We're in stationary traffic, I stay in the car, Mark gets out, and he's got out and he's nicked.
I think I probably shocked him into giving himself up, which is part of the plan, really.
Thank you very much.
Oh, I love it. I love this job.
Despite Essex police recovering over 2,000 stolen cars annually, car thieves are still a constant menace. The Air Support Unit have identified a stolen black Golf speeding down the M11. Police units on the ground have been called in to intercept.
Right, we've got him up. Yeah, 99 is still committed, M11 towards London.
The The car thief has sussed he's being tailed and has no intention of being caught.
Yeah, I've got him visual. Yeah, 99. Vehicle is now lane 1, overtaking vehicles, approximately 80 miles an hour.
A police traffic unit is fortunate to be joining the motorway right as the stolen car zooms past.
Traffic unit just joining the M11, it's just in front of you.
The chopper alerts the traffic cops, who immediately give pursuit.
All units, be aware, traffic ahead, about 1 mile ahead is stationary.
With heavy traffic up ahead, the car thief takes evasive action, driving down the hard shoulder at 80 miles per hour. Little does he know that another police unit is lying in wait further up the road. The 2 cop cars attempt to box him in.
I've got 2 vehicles around this Golf, stand by 1, they're trying to slow him right down.
This guy's getting desperate to wheedle his way out.
Still attempting to evade the police vehicles.
Just as the cops think they've got him, he makes a break for it. But if he thinks he can outrun the traffic unit, he's very much mistaken. The police try once more to hem the car in and force it off the carriageway. The 3rd cop car's joined the pursuit. This time the thief has nowhere to go.
Yeah, appears the vehicle stopped on the North Circular above the Chigwell Hill Road.
They're not taking any chances as they drag him out of the car and force him face down on the road. The car thief was arrested and sentenced to over 2 years in prison. Midnight in southwest Essex, and the Interceptors are patrolling near the M25. Steve is keeping an eye on the road, while Russ is looking out for anything unusual. No need to search out trouble tonight. It's heading directly towards them.
Yeah, hanging around.
The passing Fiesta van was going way too fast for the quiet residential roads. Steve spins the car around and heads after the speedster.
I can see red lines.
Sorry?
I thought I saw a reflection of red lines. There he's down there, right down there. Go now.
The vehicle is nowhere to be seen. It can't have gone far, so the cops check down the side streets.
Just the van. Oh, not G-Reg, sorry, but just the van all the time. Went down here. I saw him braking at the end. Yeah. I've got it there, actually. That's it. Fiesta van, wasn't it?
That was it.
They are in luck, but it seems the driver's done a runner.
We saw it round the corner, he was going really fast, and we turned around to follow him. He's ducked down the side here, down his side turning, and he hasn't really exactly parked it. He sort of dumped it in the middle of the road and had it on his toes by the look of it.
Russ checks the surrounding area to no avail.
Yeah, it's not parked outside or even near the address where it's registered. So I just think it's been dumped, yeah.
It's possible the driver was unaware of the cops on his tail and he's just visiting a friend.
It's always worth checking.
It's all sprayed up, stone chest. Oh, the other door's locked.
But he must have been in a rush as the car's been left unlocked.
I think. Okay, mate.
A quick search reveals one probable reason for his sharp exit.
Booze, isn't it?
It seems in his haste to get away, he's forgotten his stash.
Just don't use stuff. Well, quite a lot there, isn't there?
Tiny bit of cannabis resin there. Lovely. It doesn't look stolen at all. As I say, it's probably just because of that little bit of cannabis in there. He's not wanting to get involved with us. It's Might well be that it come back to the car in a little while, so it might be worth us moving. But, we'll take the drugs anyway. I wouldn't think it'd be far.
Russ and Steve decide to drive round the corner and keep the car under surveillance covertly, in case he returns. And it doesn't take long.
Yeah, go ahead.
Vehicle's moved off. We're now left into Giffords Cross Avenue.
The driver pulls over. He may not yet realise his drugs are with the cops, but he's about to find out.
Yeah. You're under arrest on suspicion of possession of a controlled substance, OK?
Right.
You don't have to say anything, but it may harm your defence if you do not mention something when questioned, which you may later rely on court, and anything you do so may have given evidence.
Yeah, OK.
OK, your arrest is necessary to allow...
He's cooperating, but Russ has another concern.
Go on in, away you go. Keep going, keep going, keep going. That's it. It's nice and easy. And it'll come up on the screen what the result is. That is a fail. All right, it's actually even got your score on here. We don't use this device, but that's telling me you failed.
Yeah.
All right. So you're further being arrested for providing me with a positive specimen of breath.
Okay, no problem.
Obviously, I have to remind you that you're still under caution, as you cautioned before.
Yeah.
And obviously, we need to take you in from this side of things to give you another breath test at the police station. All right.
Yeah.
Do you always park your car that far away from the curb?
Fair dues. Yeah, can you see if one of the AMPR units...
The driver's mate is allowed to go free, but the drink-driving ganja smoker is going to the local nick. And at the station, he's become resigned to his fate.
Little bit gutted. What do? Bang to rights. Nothing you can do. But hopefully I've done the right thing and just admitted everything, so there you go.
Got a bit of silliness really on his part. Could have just gone home and walked home. He lives locally. Just chosen to drive and he's ended up here, so... There you go.
He was later fined a total of 685 quid for the drink and drugs and disqualified for driving for 18 months. It's 8 p.m. and the Langdon Intercept team are getting ready for the night shift. Before they head out on patrol, the Interceptors like to make sure their beloved Subaru is squeaky clean. As a high-speed pursuit team, they get tasked all over the county, but tonight they're off to Basildon, just a few miles from the base. Behind the wheel of the 155-mile-per-hour Subaru is Steve, whilst Russ is manning the radio and giving the directions.
What vehicle was it? Shut down for some pursuit.
Only an hour into the shift, and a call comes in about a vehicle failing to stop.
What is it, and where's it going?
Right, let's rock and roll 128.
Time to hit the blues and twos.
There's a Met unit following a vehicle that's failing to stop. It's coming A13 from London. It's just come over the M25, so it's on our ground now. It's got one of our traffic units behind it as well. So we're going to make ground and obviously see if we can go and help. We're taking a 128, but we're going to cut right across, see if we can get on.
As the pursuit moves into Essex, there's little information from the Metropolitan Police about why this driver's failing to stop. But what Steve and Russ do know is that they're in the perfect car to play catch-up. Also on the tail of the fleeing Renault Clio, in the skies above is the Met chopper. Unknown to the driver, it's watching his every move.
MP, approaching turn off to M25, vehicles there, coming into the inside, no back out into the outside lane.
Back on the ground, and a second Interceptor unit is closing in. In the Evo, Den and Mark pull off the M25 as the fleeing car races over the flyover up ahead. With the Subaru, the chopper, and now the high-performance Mitsubishi Evo on the job, the odds are stacked against this bandit driver.
We're approaching the Thurrock Lakeside junction.
The runaway Clio has 6 Met units in pursuit. But now deep into Essex territory, the Interceptors must take over as soon as possible. Back in the Subaru, and Steve and Russ are making ground towards the pursuit, but they're still a long way off.
We've got Mark and Dennis are behind it. It's past our junction now, so it's ahead of us and going to our near side. So we're playing catch up.
Mark radios an update.
They are approaching the rear of the convoy. Mark has donated out towards the A128.
We ain't gonna make it.
Back with Den and Mark, and they're weaving their way through the Met traffic units, doing in excess of 120 miles per hour as they play catch up. As the last Met unit pulls over, they're now in control.
We are now first, Commander. Directly behind the subject vehicle. Vehicles now gone past the A176 junction, speed approximately 110 miles per hour. Exit control car lanes pursuit.
Back up in the air, the Met chopper is still tailing the Clio. This pursuit has gone on for over 30 miles, and the driver's showing no signs of stopping. So further up the dual carriageway, a Langdon traffic unit has a crafty plan up its sleeve.
We're with the subject vehicle now on the A13 towards Basildon, passing underneath One Tree Hill. Any units ahead?
Despite the Clio travelling at speeds of up to 110 miles per hour, it's still no match for Dennis in the Evo.
Approaching the bar sails now, 500 yards, stand by.
A mile up ahead, and the two cars approach a busy roundabout.
Stand by. We're approaching traffic at
And as the Clio makes its way through, the Langdon traffic unit are ready to strike. The cops have used a Stinger, a retractable device which pierces the tyres of suspect vehicles, enabling them to bring it to a stop.
BG from India 99, I think that was a successful sting on the roundabout there.
A mile further back, and Steve and Russ get an update.
Red Tango 81, vehicle went over the Stinger, he's losing control.
He's been stung.
Coming round again.
He's been stung and he's just at the roundabouts in front of us now. He's going to lose control.
Stand by for losing control.
The driver's now riding on the rims, but he's still not giving up. Losing control, the driver heads the wrong way round the roundabout. Dennis senses his moment to pounce and cuts the Clio off.
VG India 99, come off the roundabout, got vehicles all around him. Stop.
Blocked in and going nowhere, Dennis and Mark rush out to arrest the driver.
Your QT85, vehicle stopped, no suspects outstanding.
VG from 99, this was all in hand. We have got most part of that video, should have been quite high.
Yeah, Matt, no contact, no Pollux.
The pursuit's finally over, but it's taken 9 police units, 1 helicopter and a trusty Stinger to bring it to a conclusion.
Yeah, I can confirm 1 suspect detained from Metpol, believed involved in a burglary on their ground. There is no damage to any vehicle, no police vehicles, no Pollux ever.
Basically, the guy's been involved in some sort of incident in the Met. They've pursued him 30 miles down the road here to where we've actually caught up behind him. As you can see from the video footage, he wasn't stopping. They've actually, the traffic sergeant from the ARVs has managed to get out and sting the vehicle, and that's taken his front tyres out. And we've followed him round and round about here a couple of times, and then we put him up against the crash barrier where he stopped and been arrested.
What's baffling the coppers is why this guy failed to stop in the first place. It turns out this fella stole the car from a family member earlier in the day and was spotted driving erratically by a Met traffic unit, resulting in a 30-mile pursuit across Essex. Sadly for him, though, he's got to go all the way back again to spend the night in the cells, courtesy of the Met. He was arrested for failing to stop for police, taking a vehicle without consent, dangerous driving, criminal damage and driving with no licence. That's one hell of a rap sheet. Each year, over 400 vehicles fail to stop for the police. And that's just in Essex. More often than not, those caught will offer a variety of feeble excuses, from failing to notice the cops on their tail, to just being in a rush and not having the time to pull over.
Not stopping.
Early in the morning in West Essex. Tizzy's at the wheel of the Evo. Accompanying him for the night is an undercover officer. The early hours are generally a time when crime begins to slow down. But it seems no one's told the driver of a speeding Audi A3 who's just screeched past another police unit and is heading directly towards the Interceptors.
It's Audi, high speed, coming this way.
Tizzy pulls over to sit and wait.
Starting to get a bit worried.
No. Within seconds, the suspect vehicle screams past the cops.
Here it comes.
The pursuit is on.
Lights.
Yeah.
To say he's in a bit of a rush is an understatement.
Yeah, from QT81, we're currently towards Faden, boys, at 80 mph. Vehicle hasn't been identified yet.
Even against the police Evo 8, with its 261 brake horsepower, the driver's already disappeared into the distance.
A1, are you monitoring?
It seems like the bloke in the Audi may have got away.
A1 on 110, are you monitoring?
Channel 10, mate.
A1 is on 110.
Heading towards a small town, the cops catch a glimpse of his taillights.
Are you monitoring?
He's still showing no signs of slowing down.
Yes.
Yeah, QT81, I am on 110 now.
Towards Faden,
towards Faden, boys, through the speed camera.
The speed camera clocks him doing 115 miles per hour in a 30 zone.
We have activated blue lights. The vehicle is failing to stop. Are we authorised to continue?
It might be late at night, but this guy's clearly trouble. Tizzy's joined by another unit following close behind. Both are soon on the Audi's tail.
From A1, continuing the commentary. Vehicle has slowed now.
Echo 07.
It looks like the driver's finally realised he can't outrun the Interceptors. He begins to slow down, but Tizzy's not taking any risks and hems him in.
Can't get out.
Stay where you are.
A1, we have a stop. One person in the vehicle. Oh, say.
You're under arrest for failed to stop for police. Out! Out!
What do you mean? Wait.
Get out of the car!
Then.
Give me your hands.
Let me get out. Right.
Give me your hands.
Let me get out, man.
Give me your hands.
Let me get out, man. I'm not.
Down on the floor! Down!
On the floor!
I'm not doing anything.
Right, you're under arrest for failed to stop for police. Do you understand?
All right.
Put your hands out.
Man.
No,
Keep your
lay
arms
flat.
out.
Flat.
Keep your arms out. Keep your head on the floor.
I'm not fighting. Look. I'm not
Keep your
fighting.
arms
listen.
out. Shut up.
Listen to me. I don't know whether you got any weapons on you, all right?
I'm
That's
sorry.
why we're dealing with you the way we are.
All right, I'm sorry.
Put your other hand in front of you.
I'm
Your
sorry.
left, listen.
Listen, okay.
Left hand in front. Nice and calm. Put your other one behind your back. Well done, fella.
One go again, you broke up.
He's come absolutely hammering down through the thing.
I heard him coming round a roundabout.
Yeah. Well, he's gone straight over the Wake's arms. We got straight on blue lights, and that was it. He was off. I mean, look at his brakes. They're almost on fire. They're smoking. Well, that was the result. Haven't quite figured out now why he's failed to stop, but obviously he's been arrested on suspicion of failing to stop for the police. We can only surmise at this time why he didn't want to be caught. Obviously, we'll look at who we got here and why he didn't want to stop for us. It was very, very high speed all through the forest. Now,
Have you got anything else? Listen to me. Have you got anything else on you that could cause us harm?
The cops are in the middle of nowhere.
No, it was there.
Strange then to find a penknife right next to the car. But he thinks he's done nothing wrong.
I've got nothing on me, honestly.
Really?
Look, I've got nothing on me.
Really? So what'd you make up from police?
To be honest, I was just having a bit of fun for a bit. I said, I ain't got nothing on me, I swear down.
Just having some fun.
Sometimes I get silly and I just got the car as well. I just got a bit happy, I'm not going to lie.
You got a bit happy?
I'm not going to lie.
A bit more than happy, didn't you?
Yeah, I did.
I'll believe you one day, but it won't be today, pal, I'll tell you that.
He reckons he was only having a laugh. But with yet another police unit arriving, that's 6 coppers who are not amused.
Just stand there facing the car. No, you don't have to lean on it, I just said face it.
This guy's driving may be fast, but evidently his brains are not too quick.
And in these circumstances, people tend to flee from the police for a reason. It would appear that it's his car, if he is who he says he is, and you know he's got insurance as well. So we're just trying to get to the bottom of why he's actually run. Where we've taken him out of the car, there's a knife that's been found on the floor. It's not damp, it's still very clean. So I don't know whether he's had that in his hand as he was getting out, but obviously we're not going to take any chances. And at the end of the day, what's he doing out on the road at 2:30 in the morning, running away from the police? We can only surmise.
Despite the trouble he's in, he's now complaining the Scooby's too cramped.
Put your feet in the car.
Can you, because I actually can't get in.
Sorry?
Can you just move this forward a bit?
No, mate. No, mate. Put your feet in the car. Put your feet in the car.
I can't get in. Look, honestly, look.
Sit yourself in. Put your feet in the car, right?
Thank you. Can you just move it a bit forward?
A thorough search of the vehicle turned up nothing to explain why he might have sped off. Seems he really was just having a laugh.
For our safety and yours.
He was later charged with failing to stop. But eventually the case was dropped by the Crown Prosecution Service.